How are you doing today? Uh, Today I'll be making a very delicious meal for you. What I'll be making today is called porridge rice or soup rice. Anything you want, you can call it. So this is a very delicious meal. It's healthy. It is used when if you're sick, you can use it. Yeah. If someone is sick, you can give it to somebody that is sick. You can give it to somebody that is not feeling too good. It serves someone that is lacking appetite. You can give it to the person. It serves as a meal to the person. So we're going to go into this. Today we are going to be using a very simple recipe. Just two things: onions, chicken, and rice. I've already soaked this rice for 3 hours. I've soaked this rice for 3 hours. So if you can soak overnight, it's still okay. So we're going to start the cooking recipe in a good way. Let's do this. So guys, here we are going to be cutting our onions. Look at my new knife. What do you think about it? This knife, it's so cutting. Like, it was making me to cut like pew pew pew. I was even scared of my hand though. Anyways, that's by the way. So guys, the onions cutting, you have to cut it in cube forms just like I'm cutting it. Okay, actually this recipe, it is not a Nigerian recipe. It's a Filipino. I learned it from my Filipino friend. Yeah, it's a Filipino recipe. You use this when someone is sick, like I said earlier in my introduction. When someone is sick and losing appetite, make this kind of rice. Don't say this is potty rice, please. This is a very healthy meal. Seriously, trust me on this. When I was sick, I remember when I was sick in Dubai, when I was working in Dubai. So I was sick. I had a roommate from Philippine. What I'm adding there is ginger and garlic. That's what I just added to the chicken. I have a roommate from Philippines, so the roommate, I'm adding salt now. So one time I was so sick, in Dubai it's just like no man's business. You're on your own no matter what you do. So nobody really cares about you. You just have to take care of yourself. Even when you're sick and you don't come to work, it will be deducted from your salary. Like they don't have like human, how will I put it? They don't care about you. Okay, so I just fried my ginger. I removed it. Then I put in my onions. So they don't care about you. Literally, they just want you to walk and walk and walk. I was walking round the clock. Yeah, I was walking from Sunday to Sunday. You can imagine that. I'm a human being. I broke down one day, like I was down. I was so sick. I couldn't go anywhere. So my neighbor got back that day. She was like, "What happened?" I said, "I'm having, will I say fever? Will I say malaria? You people call it malaria in Nigeria, but it was fever." So I told her that's what I'm having. I just finished frying a little bit of the chicken. I fried it just a little bit. Then I'm frying this rice for like 5 to 10 minutes. I fried the rice. Okay, I added another ginger and garlic. The major ingredient in this food is ginger and garlic. Even if you don't use chicken, it must not be chicken. Even if you don't use chicken, it's okay, but make sure you have ginger and garlic. Okay, that's the ingredient that I use. What I'm adding here is chicken broth. That's what I just added here. Okay, I added back the chicken because I will boil both of them together. Don't worry, you'll see this. If you try this recipe, you will definitely gonna thank me later. I'm sure of that. Okay, add a lot of water, enough water, as enough as that will make the rice look like a soup. You don't want the rice to be so dry. Yes, you don't want the rice to be so dry. It has to look like a soup. Then add a little bit of salt, add a little bit of maggi if you want. This recipe, if you want, after cooking it, you can add a little bit of lime or lemon. I don't really like eating with lemon, so I did not add it to mine. But you can add it. It's also okay and acceptable. Look at the tendency. Oh, guys, look at the tendency. If I wanted to add a little bit more water, but I said it's okay. Let me eat it like this. See, look at the tendency. This is how it should look like this. If you try this recipe, it's so yummy. This was what my neighbor cooked for me when I was sick. I didn't take any medicine. I ate this. The next morning, I was up and running. Trust me, guys. If somebody close to you is having cold, is having cough, is having fever, try this recipe. Or if the person is losing appetite, try this recipe. You will definitely thank me later. I'm just remembering my Filipino friend. She's so amazing. She's such an amazing person. Oh gosh, I miss her. I miss her. My boy is sleeping.